Hello viewers, today I'm doing something a little different. So after seeing Christopher Kovacs's Railfan look at the South Carolina Railroad Museum, I thought about giving it a go myself. This time, on the Craggy Mountain Line Railroad. Located in Woodfin, North Carolina, near Asheville, the first thing visitors would do is check in at the ticket office for physical tickets, inside one of the railroad's R63 subway cars from the Big Apple. The car also serves as a gift shop where you'll find merch, toys, shirts, and mugs for purchase, as well as an HO model layout. Other equipment at the boarding area involves a handcar, motor car number 7, a Chicago subway car, a Southern boxcar that's been converted into an office, and an Operation Lifesaver caboose. Although this area does change from time to time, just a heads up. Once tickets are purchased, you board one of the railroad's own trolleys. From there, you start your journey on a 7-mile round trip to Silverline Park. The railroad has no crossing gates with lights and bells, so a flagman is required to hold the traffic while the trolley safely crosses. As you depart, one of the first things you'll see on the right side is an old yellow trolley, which originally worked for the Great Trolley System of Asheville. The line here was built in 1904 as the Asheville and Craggy Mountain Railway, connecting from downtown Asheville on Merriman Avenue to Craggy Station across the French Broad River, where passengers would then get on the Southern Railway, now Norfolk Southern. Next is some original silver subway cars that went around underground New York City, as well as made stops at the World Trade Center. Lastly is former Alexander Railroad number 7. This diesel was built in 1950 by Alco and General Electric Company, and originally worked for the Pennsylvania Railroad and numbered 8873. It was later bought by the Alexander Railroad and renumbered the number 7. In 2012, Craggy bought the engine and eventually gave it a southern paint scheme, in reference to when the line went from being a trolley route to being a part of the Southern Railway system in the late 50s. The engine is currently not operational, and the railroad doesn't have plans of running it at the moment. Side note, sister engine number 6 is at Newton, North Carolina at the Southeastern Narrow Gauge and Short Line Museum, and sees operation from time to time. After making the little grade, you go through some wooded areas. Passengers would occasionally see a few types of animals along the way, such as deers, and once in a while, a bear. Once out of the woods, you come to a street called Riverside, Delaware, and it's here that you parallel the French Broad River the rest of the trip. Next is Riverside Park, and it is one of 2 parks along the railroad right-of-way. This is where the trolley would stop, usually during special events. It is also here, as mentioned earlier, where the line used to cross the river and interchange with the Southern. The old bridge was destroyed in the, prior to the 2024, infamous 1916 flood, but remains of it can still be seen today. Another interesting sight along the way is an old native stone Romanesque style church, sitting on top of a little hill. Built in the 1880s by English physician Dr. Francis Willis, it is known as the Church of the Redeemer. Here, we get to our main destination, Silverline Park. Once deboarding for a 20-minute layover, you're greeted with a nicely structured station platform made by the town of Woodfin. It also comes with a history board of the railroad for people to read. Within the park is a playground in the shape of a pirate ship for families and kids to play on. After the layover, passengers reboard for the return trip. After arriving back at the depot, your trip comes to an end. I hope you enjoyed this look on the Craggy Mountain Line, and shout out to Chris Kovacs for the inspiration from his SCRM Railfan look video. If you ever find yourself in the Western Carolina mountains and want to check out this railroad and their special events, or become a volunteer, visit their website at www.craggymountainline.com. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.